Hello and welcome to the 12th episode of the Freeburg Fan Zone podcast. This episode, recorded on Thursday, April 17th, features senior baseball players Gabe, Lueth, and Evan Rapp as we discuss their hot starts to the season and much more right here on the Freeburg Fan Zone podcast on the Freeburg Athletics YouTube channel. Without further ado, let's jump right in. All right, hello and welcome to the 12th episode of the Freeburg Fan Zone podcast. I'm here today with senior baseball players Evan Rapp and Gabe Lueth. How are you guys doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You guys both enjoy bettering the Berg Day?
Yeah, definitely.
It was fun.
What sessions were you guys in?
I had a kickball, but we couldn't play because of the rain, so we were in the gym. And then I had managing stress and anxiety in sports.
I had pickleball. We were doing a tournament, and then we ran out of time.
Gabe and I were pickleball partners. We would have won.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately, we ran out of time. But I have full faith we were going to win the championship had we finished the game.
100%. And then I had smart spending, where you got a random career and a salary. Just had a budget.
Did you feel like you know how to budget your salary now, Gabe?
A little bit better.
All right, so here we go. You guys are both off to phenomenal starts to your final season of baseball here at FCHS, but that all started by gaining experience as on varsity as a sophomore for Gabe and junior for you, Rapp. Rapp, you were second in the team in at-bats and plate appearances last year. Gabe, you were first innings pitch with almost 60. And you pitched as a sophomore. How do you guys use that experience to help you out this year?
Getting a lot of experience definitely helped with leading the team, coming in as a senior and helping out those younger guys who might be nervous to have their first varsity start or whatever. So that definitely helped, getting a lot of experience last year.
It also just helps you know the process of practices and what happens before games, during games, and also how the coaches think too. So if a underclassman is panicking because of one bad rep in practice or something happened in game, you can just tell them, hey, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. So you think it helped you guys more as leaders to help out the underclassmen more than anything else?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And what was it like taking on such big roles before you both became seniors?
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun time. We had a good group of guys as seniors who I would say led us pretty well and made the nerves a little less on us because they were cool.
Yeah, the team chemistry helps a lot for if you're ever in a little slump or anything. Definitely. You can just bounce back and there's no stress on you.
Yeah, I feel like baseball at Freeburg is always one team you can count on having good chemistry down the board from freshmen all the way through seniors.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
What was your off-season prep like compared to last year?
I played for the Bruins over the summer, so I did a lot with them, a lot of winter training workouts and just doing stuff, and they have some nice indoor facilities, so that definitely helped a lot. Then I also hit with Mike Bremen, and his facility in Smithton, so that definitely helped too.
Over the winter, I threw a little bit, trying to work on my pitches over at the 618 Storm, which we practice out of the SWIC facilities. In the fall, I went through some PT for my arm because my arm was hurting me last year, so I had to do that. But I think all that working through the off season and preparing has helped for this year.
Did you have any big changes to your off-season routine, or was it mostly the same as the years past?
I would say mostly the same. I think I put in a little more work this off-season. Just I looked at my senior year as more of a bigger deal almost, and I put a little bit more into the effort in the off-season.
Yeah, I feel like I decided to actually hone in on what I was doing in the winter instead of just going through the motions, actually thinking about and planning out what I'm going to do.
Yeah. And Gabe, I know you love talking in depth about all your training. We do it all the time during weights. Can you give us some insight into what kind of work goes into being the ace of a high school staff and what your routine's like during the off season and then once the season rolls around?
Just working on consistency with delivering your pitches, especially as a pitcher, you do it so many times. You need to figure out how to be consistent and reliable and avoid injury especially.
Yeah, and you were kind of injured a little bit last year. You had some issues with your bicep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how did you work around that this offseason?
I took a big chunk of time off from throwing intensely. I just threw lighter for a month or two, doing some exercises that I got from physical therapy, and I still do them during the season as well.
What were some of your guys' personal goals coming into this season?
Honestly, I wasn't too happy with our season last year, so a big personal goal was to just come out and have a better record, maybe make a playoff run later in the year, and then also recognize my role as a senior and lead the other kids to a good season.
Yeah, like he said with the playoffs, because the past 2 years, Freeburg hasn't really done much in the playoffs. And I was hoping this year we could at least win a regional championship, maybe even a shot at conference, which I think we definitely have a great shot at this year. And also just keeping the team chemistry good throughout the whole year. Because I know last year we said that chemistry is good, but to be honest, to start off the year, it wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You had to work your way up to it.
Yeah. But I feel like this year, especially in the beginning, it's been really good.
Yeah. What were your expectations for the team as a whole coming into this season?
Well, I knew last year we had a young team, a lot of juniors on the starting lineup, so I knew all of us getting experience coming in. It looked like we might have eight or nine seniors starting this year, so I definitely had to have high expectations for this team, that we got a lot of people with experience under their belt and we could have a good year.
Yeah, I know last year I think we only had 5 seniors total on the team, and I think only 3 started. So, and then now this year, I think consistently like 8 seniors are starting.
And you guys have how many seniors? You got a lot of seniors.
Yeah, we do.
We got 12.
Yeah.
12?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you think it's been difficult for some seniors to manage not playing all the time?
Yeah, I could see how that could be a little bit of an issue, but I think they know their role on the team. Everybody knows their role on the team. Everyone has a role, and just because you're not on the field playing, that doesn't mean you are not a part of the team and don't play a role. So I think we do a good job of that. Even the guys that are on the bench know their role on the team.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like you're living up to those team expectations so far?
Yeah, I would say we are. We've had some tough competition to start off the year. So, our 6-6 record might not look, crazy good, but I'm confident that we can catch fire and we can get some wins and have a good year, for sure.
Yeah, we've had, I think, the strongest strength of schedule out of any team in the area so far.
Yeah, East Columbia and Breeze all right off the gate, and O'Fallon.
Waterloo.
And I don't know much about the teams you played in your opening showcase at.
Those are some good teams.
Yeah.
Those are good teams, too. At least we went 2-1 there. But I feel like if we stay consistent, believe that, because at the beginning of the year, our first 6 or 7 games, we were going good. If we can just get back to that, we'll be great.
All right, we're going to take a real quick break here for an ad, and when we come back, we're going to play Freeburg Feud. Springtime can get very busy here at FCHS with so many different sporting events and school breaks and activities, so it can be difficult to keep up with how all your favorite Freeburg athletes are doing. However, that is an issue no more thanks to our new show, The Berg Briefing. It airs every Monday on the Freeburg Athletics YouTube channel, quickly recapping all the sporting events from last week and looking forward to the week ahead in just 5 minutes. Make sure you subscribe to Freeburg Athletics on YouTube and stay up to date on all things sports here at Freeburg with The Berg Briefing every Monday. The Midget Athletic Booster Club's Queen of Hearts raffle will be taking a spring break of its own, but it'll be back and better than ever in May with a grand total over $20,000. So make sure you're following the MABC on social media to stay up to date on all the latest activities from Freeburg Athletics' #1 group of supporters. All right, welcome back, and now it's time for Freeburg Feud. So it works just like Family Feud. I will set out a buzzer for you guys, and then I'll say the question or prompt. You guys, whoever hits the buzzer first will answer first, then the next person will have a chance to answer. So let me get my buzzer out first. All right, you both ready?
Yeah.
I surveyed 20 FCHS students, and I asked them, what's one thing you'd do if you were principal of FCHS for a day?
I'm gonna say the lunch.
All right.
Sometimes I feel like the lunch can be a little repetitive. I mean, the snack line is awesome. Snack line is great.
Rapp?
We'll have rebuttal now.
Yeah, now you get a chance to answer.
Give me a longer lunch.
Yes.
A longer lunch.
Yes, 25 minutes.
Okay. All right, next up.
25 minutes is not
It
enough.
was. It's all right.
I should have
It's
said
all
that. That was a
The
good
best part about prom is,
Post prom.
okay, okay.
I mean, I agree. I feel like the post prom's better than the normal prom.
All right, you can just go with no answer. All right.
Never been in post proms. I was just trying to say something.
Baseball players are known for being superstitious. What is a sports-related superstition that you believe in?
That you don't step on the line whenever you're walking, you're going out to the field. You gotta step over it.
All right, Gabe?
Don't cross the bats in the dugout.
Yeah.
When we lay the bats up against the fence in the dugout, they can never be crossed.
It's officially Easter break now. The best extended break from school is...
You
and
asked.
I should preface this. Summer does not count.
Okay. So winter. It's winter.
All right.
100%.
Gabe, what's your answer?
It's winter break.
You give a different answer than Rapp, so you can get points.
I feel like Thanksgiving break. I like Thanksgiving break.
All right. And finally, best candy to get in an Easter egg is what?
This might be a hot take, but M&M's.
Okay. Gabe?
Some people may not like this either, but I really like Crunch Bars.
Crunch bars.
Crunch bars
My
are
goodness.
great. Dude, those are, you may hate, you gotta try them.
All right, let me add up the scores here real quick.
I should have just said like Kit Kat, bro. Everyone loves Kit Kats. I forgot about like we're trying to get points.
Oh yeah, because it's
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. I was just trying to do what I wanted to do. Oh god, I would have just said Twix.
Yeah, Twix or Kit Kat or something.
Okay, well, how do you guys think you did before I tell you the scores?
I
Well,
don't think I did.
I
too
forgot.
good.
I forgot that we were going off points of the survey, so I just put my answers.
Not too hot.
Yeah, not great.
I think last time we did this, Riley set a record for most points. You guys did not break any record today.
No, probably seven.
Actually, Gabe, I think you might have a new record with the
yeah,
lowest
yeah,
amount
yeah,
of
yeah,
points
yeah.
ever. You only got 2 points.
Let's go.
Rapp, you finished with 21, so Rapp was our winner today. What's one thing you would do if you were principal of FCHS for a day? Number one answer was 6 people cancel or call off school. And then there was a bunch of different answers that all each had one person. Then the best part about prom is post-prom's number one answer was 6. And then that was actually the only answer. The other 13 people had never been to prom before because they're all in their class. Yeah, so I sent it out to 70 people, and it's a mix of all different grade levels. It's mostly juniors and sophomores, but there's some seniors too, and only 6 seniors answered. They all said post-prom. Baseball players are known for being superstitious. What is a sports-related superstition you believe in? I think you guys kind of went too far into what you believe in here and not what other people said. Number one answer was actually none, the 3. And then people wearing the same socks every game is 2. And then Rapp, you got don't touch the foul line. That was 1 point. I think your teammate Rob said that one. It's officially Easter break. The best extended break from school is Christmas break, and then that was 13 people of the 20. And then spring break was 3, Easter break was 2, and Thanksgiving was 1. The best candy to get in an Easter egg, M&M's was worth 1 point. Number one answer was Reese's with 7, followed by chocolate with 4, and Skittles and jelly beans with 2 each.
Chocolate?
Just chocolate.
Just chocolate.
Just chocolate. I think the 3 just said only chocolate, and the 1 was like chocolate eggs.
Okay.
Gabe, no Crunch Bar.
No Crunch Bar.
People just don't know ball.
I don't know.
just don't know
Maybe
ball.
you just don't know candy.
No, I know ball.
Crunch Bar is crazy.
All right, so back to the baseball talk now. We talked about it a little bit before, but how's your guys' season started so far?
Yeah, it started good. We had some tough competition, but I definitely think we we have a chance to make a run in playoffs later in the year.
Yeah, you guys are 6-6 to open up. You've had some good wins against Byron and Champaign Central in that opening showcase. You had some other good key wins against Columbia, Breeze, and Waterloo. But then you also split with Columbia and Breeze. And I think, Gabe, you said it earlier, you got to play more consistent. What are some of those inconsistencies you guys have been seeing this year?
With those conference games, we tend to come out the first game with a lot of energy, and both of our second games were the ones that we lost. And I think that maybe getting the first win under our belt made some of the guys think that the next one would be easy and maybe not come with as much energy. But that's definitely something we need to work on and be more consistent with the intensity that we bring to every game.
Can't feel too comfortable, especially in those conference games against Columbia and Breeze. What improvements, Gabe, you started out the year, all right, you had a decent start, but I know it's not how you wanted to start the year. But then your last 2 games, both complete games, you've won your last 3 games. What improvements have you made in each of your starts since then?
It's confidence, just confidence and not being afraid to honestly just throw the ball right down the middle. Because especially in high school, you can just throw it right down the middle and sometimes they'll just get themselves out. Yeah,
and with your movement on your pitches, being a soft tossing lefty with a lot of movement, you really can just throw right down the middle and they're not going to barrel up very often. How are you feeling right now with the 3-0 record, sub-3 ERA, and 2 complete games?
Feeling good. Last 2 starts have been pretty good, I'd say. And hopefully I can continue it for the next couple of conference games.
Yeah, I mean, you say pretty good. I think it's pretty humble of you. Throwing complete game, 2 games in a row. Right. But then, 5-6 days of each other? Yeah, that's pretty impressive right there. And then, Rapp, you've been amazing on the offensive side of the ball. You're leading the team in almost every offensive category. I wrote it down here, but it's legit, almost every single one. You're hitting .465 and your OPS is well over 1. And you have a home run this year. Is that your first home run for school?
Yeah, it is my first.
How'd that feel?
That was awesome. And to do it against the rival Columbia felt even better. And take the lead on them with that home run, it was awesome.
You want to walk us through that at bat against Columbia where you hit the home run?
Yeah, I can do that. So the previous at bat, I hit a ball pretty hard to the left side. So I knew he was probably going to start me off speed because I was out in front on his fastball. And he did, and it was a ball outside, so it was 1-0. And then I think he tried to give me a high fastball or something. I think he gave me a high fastball for 2-0, so then it was 2-0. I was ready to hunt for, anything that he gave me, and he gave me a middle away fastball, and I just let it rip and out to right field it went.
So Apo Taco for your first ever high school home run?
It was.
Was it at home?
It was at home.
Nice. You got the big wall up there too. That's not very easy to do at Freeburg. What do you think has contributed to your huge success so far at the plate this year?
I think having teammates around me that that are always hyping me up and bringing all the energy in the dugout, and then also the coaches putting together great practices and all the off-season work that we put in. I think all that came together and has led me to a good start to the year.
How do you guys, and you said it right there, it's just the start to the year. You're only 12 games into a 25-plus game schedule.
Yeah.
How do you guys plan to continue your stellar performances as the season goes on?
Like Gabe said earlier, confidence is, you got to know your abilities. You can't. Baseball is very mental, and if you let the mental part take over, then bad things happen. So you got to stay confident in yourself, and I think that's the most important thing.
You just gotta be able to know what you can control. You can't get mad at things that you can't control. Like, since I'm a pitcher mainly, like I can throw a pitch and a dude gets jammed and it barely bloops into the outfield. Well, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. So why dwell on it? Don't let it affect you for the whole game. Just only care about what you can do, what you can control, and be confident in what you can control, and it'll help you for the rest of the season.
And it may be hard to predict because you guys both know, talk about with your conference games, anyone can beat anyone on any given day in baseball. But where do you guys see the season going from here?
I definitely have confidence that we can pull off a conference win. We pretty much have to win out for our next conference games, but I think we can do that. Sure.
Yeah, and your next conference games aren't going to be, as difficult as Breeze Columbia. Yeah, it's going to be Wood River, Roxana, Salem. So,
yeah, Wood River will be fun. Yeah. But then we have to play Salem twice, which they're usually competitive. And then I think out of the 3 teams, Roxana will be the best. But I don't think any of those teams are better than Columbia, and we showed we can beat Columbia.
Yeah. Gabe, I know you're committed to pitch at SWIC. I was talking with you about it earlier with Coach Randall. Rapp, what are your post-high school plans?
I don't think I'm going to play any ball in college, and I'm actually not too sure where I'm going to college. But I know that I want to go to school somewhere and study business, but I'm not sure where yet.
Certain kind of business you want to go into?
Business management is what I'm focusing on.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah. And then, Gabe, what is the plan or hope after SWIC?
I mean, ideally, maybe a 4-year afterwards, but I mean, it's the dream, but you can't bank on it, obviously. So, I mean, I'll work towards that, but if it doesn't happen, I'll just go with what I'm majoring in.
Yeah, and it really just depends on how the next 2 years at SWIC go for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we were talking with Randall, but what are your expectations for your 2 years at SWIC?
Well, I'm hoping to get a little bit better, still to improve, to hopefully get some playing time there. Because I know where I'm at right now, I still need to get better. And hopefully I can get some playing time there and succeed.
SWIC's a very big baseball school. I know we were talking with former pitching coach Jake Glassbill a couple of summers ago, last summer. And they have so many kids that they're going to have 2 teams, like a developmental team and, then their varsity squad, because that's how many kids they have. Do you know what your role is kind of going to be yet, or no?
No, not yet. The coach doesn't know that far in the future yet.
Yeah, and it's different pitching coach that recruited you than the one that's there now.
Yeah.
You've met the new coach, I'm assuming, and worked with him a little bit?
Yeah, I've met him. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. You got any thoughts on, any improvements he's made to you so far?
He's just told me to stay confident and stay consistent and throw the strikes. Keep the pitches low because, like you said, I'm not the fastest pitcher of all time. So I got to keep my pitches lower in the zone and hopefully get some ground balls.
All right, now last segment here, extra innings. This is a little short rapid-fire game. One of you can go first. I'll just give you 5 rapid-fire questions before we finish up here.
All right.
Okay. Either one, you want to go first?
I'll go first, yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite post-game meal?
Tequila. It's arroz con pollo.
And order, too. Favorite baseball slang or saying?
Have a day, kid.
What's one piece of advice you would give to a freshman that hopes to be in the same spot as you one day?
Stay confident in yourself and know your true abilities.
What's a superstition that you take most seriously?
I have to wear Adidas socks on game day, and I have to wear Nike socks on non-game days.
It's an interesting one there. And lastly, if the team were to go on a run and acquire a superstitious mascot like, Joby for the Blues or Stitch from whenever we won state in 2021, what would it be for this team?
It would be LeBron James, a figure of LeBron James.
Just a figure?
Yeah,
of
like
him?
a toy. Yep.
Okay. Like a little plush or like a little action figure?
I think we were going plush.
Yeah, okay, plush.
Oh, so have you guys already planned this out?
Oh, yeah,
we've been talking about it.
Yeah.
All right, Gabe, you ready?
Sure.
Favorite post-game meal?
It's tequilas. We got Mexican Monday.
What's your go-to order at tequilas?
Arroz con pollo. I think about 80% of the team orders that.
Yes, sir.
You guys are basic. You guys switch it up every once in a while.
That's good.
Favorite baseball slang or saying?
Ooh, I don't know. Piss rocket.
Flag just fell off the wall in Burke's room. Our nice flag of Burke just staring into the distance in a pink flag. I feel like we get a lot of good exposure to different baseball sayings with Dino around.
Yeah.
I feel like he has a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
You got
5 o'clock hitter.
Yeah.
What was that one?
That's someone who can only hit in BP and can't hit in game.
I love the game that he plays whenever you're doing the competition days, and he makes you he'll give you different slang terms. Yeah, that's how what it means. What's a superstition, or no? What's one piece of advice you would give to a freshman that hopes to be in the same spot as you one day?
Get in the gym.
Yeah,
Get in the gym.
definitely.
Superstition you take most seriously?
Recently, the past few starts where I've been doing good, I've been shaving the night before.
You told me about this.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. And then if the team were going to run and acquire a mascot like Joe Brewer Stitch, LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Sir.
There you go. I cannot wait to see LeBron James out in the field one of these games here. Thank you guys both for being here. Good luck. You guys have a game tonight, right?
We do not know.
Oh, they
Play
get canceled?
It got moved to yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I see. No weather.
Yeah.
You guys went 10 days without playing a game. Gerke told me the other day.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
Well, good luck to you guys both on your games on Saturday and the rest of the season.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
That'll do it for this episode of the Freeburg Fans Zone podcast. Remember to check out the Berg Briefing every Monday and subscribe to the Freeburg Athletics YouTube channel so you never miss a beat on what's happening here at FCHS. I hope you enjoy your Easter break and can't wait to see you at all of our spring sporting events this year. But until then, keep on cheering, Midget Nation.